going to use the cable or the ruler to draw a perfect circle. See what I will do. I'll just use the cable here, then go around. How did I draw the circle by using the cable? I have a fixed point, right? My hand's put in here, the point is not changing, the point is fixed, okay, it's locked here. And then I'll just use my pen, goes around that board, give me a circle. Now, these fixed points, this point has a name. This is called a center. Okay, it's in the center point. Okay, and then this cable, actually a lens, right? It is a lens. It has a distance. Now the distance is about 25. So if I goes from that point to the boundary of that circle, when I use a ruler to measure, that gives me 25 centimeters. That's the first line I draw. If I draw another line, goes from the center to the boundary of that circle, what is this distance going to be? Yep.
25 centimeters.
25 centimeters. Why it is still 25 centimeters? Am I changing the length of this cable when I draw the circle? No, I haven't. Right? I just put it here and then draw the circle. The distance from the center to the boundary is always the same. That means this distance here must be 25. Let's see. Right? 25. How about this length? 25. Okay, what have you found out? That means from the center to the boundary all the way, if I go around the circle, the distance is always 25. Okay, the distance is always 25. So that's 25 as well. Now, we'll give the distance from the center to the boundary and give that line a name. Very good. This is what we call radians. Okay, this is our radians. We'll have another distance, which is the distance from the boundary to the center, and then we extend that line, touch the boundary again. Okay, what does that mean? For example, okay, so that's the boundary to the center, okay, boundary to the center, and then I'll extend this line to touch my boundary again. Now, only focus in this line. First question, what is the distance here? 25. What we call this distance? Radius, right? It is the same radius as this one, okay? It is a radius. Now, what is the distance here? This part. 25 again, right? That's also 25 centimeters. And it is also called a radius. Okay, very good. Now, we know it is a straight line. What is the distance from this point to this point? 50. Okay, now we call this AB. We have a line AB. So, line AB is 50 centimeters. And I have the point center as O point. We know AO is 25. BO is 25 as well. And BO is also a radius. Right? AB is equal to the line AO plus the line BO. Can we say that? Yes. That the whole distance is equal to this half distance plus this half distance. So we will have a name for the straight line here. This is called diameter. There is only two terms you need to remember. First, it's called a radians. Here, oh, that's the graph you need to know. That's a radians. Okay? From the center, any point on the boundary will give me a radians. For example, we can have the center point to any point, for example, here. Draw a straight line. This is also a radians. Okay? And if you want to draw from this one point to somewhere here, that's also a radians. Okay? That's the first term you need to remember. That's called radians. Okay, the second term you need to remember is the diameter. So the diameter is a straight line going from one boundary, cutting through my center point, and then extend another side of the boundary. So that will be a diameter. Can you find out, is there any relationship between my radians and diameter? Are they related?
2 radians equals a diameter.
Very good. So can you see, this is 1 radians, right? So don't worry about the bottom part here, only focus on this part. From the center to the boundary, that's 1 radians. How about this one? From the center to the boundary, that's another radians. Now, I'll use the red pen. Represents these upper part radians. Can you see the actual radians? Yes? If I put them together, can you see this whole line is a diameter? Can I say that 1 diameter is equal to 2 radii? So radii is the plural of radian. Do you guys understand this part? Diameter, there is a name, shorter term, that's a letter D. Then how about the radians? R, right? So that will be the first letter in this word. So R represents the radians. In this relation, 1 diameter equal to 2 radii, I can say 1 diameter equal to 2 R. Does that make any sense? Yes. Okay.